What's up? How's it going? I'm back. My fucking internet is back on. Thank Christ. That was God. Oh my, it was so cancer. It was so fucking cancer. But regardless, I'm doing my top 5 warriors for ranked Joust. And this is gonna be the last one for a while. I really don't know what other videos I want to do yet, but let's get into it. And my number 5, the Tingly 5. I think I want to throw Arthur. I want to throw Arthur in here. I mean, Arthur's really strong. You don't feed early, get him mid game, and you kind of just win because you're tanky and do a shitload of damage, just like every other warrior in this top 5. But his double ults make him like better than most, just because both of his ults are really useful. Other than that, there's not really much to say about him except for that he gets online mid game, and if you don't feed, you just win the game. And then even from behind, you can come back from behind as well. It's just a little difficult. Oh, along with a lot of these warriors. In my number 4 spot, this is a tough one. Yeah, this is a toughie. I think I'm gonna put Chalk number 4. I think we all understand why I'm putting Chalk number 4. His ult is pretty ridiculous. His rain dance is also pretty ridiculous with that attack speed reduction and the slow that stacks with if you have your one down and you heal, you use your heal with your rain dance here. The passives on it stack, so you can have a 80% slow and a 50% attack speed reduction. So pretty ridiculous. He gets protection zones too. His one does a shitload. His passive is meh, it's whatever. And yeah, I mean, he just does a fuck ton of damage, and he can silence you for a very long time, and it's very hard to get away from him or chase him with his heal. Oh god, I hate Chalk. I hate him. I hate him. And for my number 3. Now, I don't want to order these next 3 actually. They're all pretty much the same. They're all fucking annoying. So let me just list my next 3, and I'll see where I want them. It's gonna be Collin, Guanyu, and Achilles. And I think I want to put Achilles in my personal number 3. Oh shit, it's Chalk. I mean, don't get me wrong, Achilles is really good. Like, really, really good. Especially if you're maxing your 3 first instead of your shield bash, which a lot of people do. But the nerf on his 2, I think they nerfed it recently. I can't remember, but they nerfed it. They've nerfed it like 3 or 4 times, and it's been progressively getting worse. But it's still fucking ridiculous. And the only reason I've put this god in my top 5 is for the execute, because executes are fucking so strong against double tank comps, and especially while doing damage, like a lot of damage, and being able to execute, it's just extremely strong. And I mean, there's no reason not to pick it. Like, if you want to win games, there's no reason not to pick Achilles. Honestly, he's very fucking strong. I just don't think he's stronger than the other 2. Which, in my personal number 2 spot, I'm gonna put Collin. Collin's really strong. I think he's stronger than Achilles because a lot of people are running healers. A lot of people are running healers and gods who have a lot of self-healing. And Collin helps with that a lot, along with being pretty much unkillable. Like into the mid-late game, he does about the same damage as Achilles, just a fuck ton of it. His ult is, like, not his ult, his passive is what makes him do the most damage. Having 2 ults is ridiculous. His human form's not the best, but I mean it serves its purpose for the healing reduction, I guess, and the knock up for the ult. But regardless, I mean, what else do you want? His anti-heal, he's unkillable, like mid-late game, and he does a shitload of damage, even though he doesn't have an execute. Collin could easily 1v3 carry your team as well. Like, he's just super strong, in my opinion. There's, again, you can play Collin into anybody just like Achilles. You can really just play it into anybody, especially healing and self-healers. And that brings me to my number 1, Guanyu. Now, a lot of people are gonna disagree that I'm putting Guanyu above Achilles and Collin, or putting Collin above Achilles, or whatever, I don't care. I don't care. I don't. But regardless, I think Guanyu's number 1. Just because you're seeing a lot of very safe poke down mages, and he really helps with the tanks as well. I will explain. If someone like Scylla, Thoth, or anybody with a dash on a mage that dashes, that sounded weird to me, I'm sorry, but anyone that's a mage that dashes, Guanyu is just insta-ulting at you. He's insta-ulting at you and you're gonna die. That's just the facts. That's how it's gonna be. If you're not dying to Guanyu when he's ulting you, you're probably sitting so far back, you're practically under Phoenix at that point if you're not dying to Guanyu ult. Especially if he has follow-up. If Guanyu has follow-up, you're dead. Even if you have beads, that moment that you waste your dash, their whole team is flying at you. Especially if you're playing Thoth. Especially if you're playing Thoth. His 3, I mean, you can read it. I mean, Protection Shred. It's practically just Protection Shred, and it makes you tankier. It also does a fucking ridiculous amount of damage, like early to mid game. But this helps a lot. This helps so much in the tank comps. Just purely off of the fact that he can steal 45 protections, like, just like boom, like in an instant. Like, if you're using your 3 on a tank like Ganesh, you're already up to your max stacks of protections stolen, and it's just, I don't know, even if he silences you, you're already up to 3 because it hits so fast. I'm very sorry. I'm still sick. It's just allergies and shit. On top of that, he has a slow, and if you have his passive, which if you don't know, you get the 20 stacks, and as long as you're in combat, you keep the 20 stacks, and you get boosts to all your stuff. So you can get up to a 40% slow, starting at 20%, and he has healing. Oh my god. This is the stupidest part about him, honestly, his healing. Like, if you don't have anti-heal, or if you're staying at range where you can just step back and heal out of combat with a max heal, like 150 adds up, especially if you have 40%. That's coming up every 8 seconds. And if you're in combat with no and they have no anti-heal items, was that like 220? I'm not doing the math. I'm just gonna say 220. You can heal like 220, something like that, which is ridiculous, and it reduces all your cooldowns by 2 seconds. I almost said 2%. So they're all pretty much sitting at. So this is gonna be like, if you heal, your dash is gonna be 6 seconds. Your 3 is gonna be like fucking 7 or 8 seconds. It doesn't really matter. They're all about the same, and it doesn't proc on the ult, I believe. And that's why I think he's number 1. He just has way too much. He's practically a guardian. I mean, look, I didn't even know. Whatever. But anyways, let me go ahead and show you guys an example build. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this just because it's pretty much about the same as every single like warrior and guard. It's pretty much just a guardian build, in all honesty. That's offensive, my bad. It's practically just a guardian build. So let me just look for a few items here. You're gonna want to start sledge, obviously. Tank boots. Now if you're not starting sledge, this is important. If you are running double warrior, or your guardian is not picking up gauntlet, you need to be picking up gauntlet, and that's why I put the guardian starter. Either you or your other tank needs to be picking up gauntlet, or if you're solo tanking, say you're playing double mage warrior or mage hunter warrior, which you don't play that, you would be better off playing double mage. You need to be picking up gauntlet pretty much no matter what, and the rest is pretty much situational in my opinion, because like if they're running double physical, you go like void shield, or you go, what's that item called? I don't know what it's called. You go Sav if they're running double physical. If they're running double magical with a healer, you get pestilence. Oh shit, not that. And you might even pick up a heart ward. Another great item for magical, especially if they have double magical. Another great item that I see picked up a lot is Talisman Energy, so I would recommend building this. I personally don't build it unless I need a lot of chase, or if they have a god that has no mobility. It helps a lot. What else? What else can I know there's a few more things I could throw in here. I know there's a few more. I saw it just a second ago as well. Oh, Cad Shield. If you're playing Guanyu or Chalk, and I mean you're just dying, if you have someone else on your team that has a self heal, like Fafnir, or if you're playing other healers, and I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Regardless, it's good. It's good. I'll just read it to you because I don't know what I'm trying to say. So just pick it up if you have other healers on your team. It's really good. It really helps out a lot. And then other than that, I mean, you're probably just picking up a spirit robe. You're not going to be getting mantle unless you really are needing the stun. So you're probably just picking up mantle. I mean, not mantle, shit. Yes. Spirit robe. Whatever. Whatever. You know the items that are on the screen. I'm sorry if you heard that. Regardless, everything here past the first 3 items is pretty situational. Like, do you need to counter healers? Do you want more healing in combat with Cad Shield? I mean, do you need to be tankier against double physical? Do you need to be tankier against double magical? Do you need the extra CCR? Do you need extra move speed from Talisman? The rest is kind of just up to you. These are just some standard items that you will see probably a lot. The majority of your games you'll be seeing at least 2 or 3 of these items, along with these, on most tanks. And I think that's it. I think that's it. You're not really wanting to build power unless you personally want to do it and you know that you're gonna win. But it's whatever. Oh, did I accidentally save that? Yikes. But regardless, that's it. That's my top 5. My top 5 warriors. If you agree, disagree, I mean, you can kind of just throw it down there somewhere. What are your top 5 warriors? Is your top 5 warrior Odin? Please, God, don't put Odin top 5. I'm sorry. Is your top 5 warrior Odin? Is it Tyr, Vamana, Horus, Bellona, Erlang, Herc? Let me know. Let me know your opinions. I don't know how to end the video, so I guess I'll just see you guys later. And I don't know what my next video is going to be. I really don't. See you later, everybody. God, I'm so awkward.